This video will outline the interactions between MediaStar and ShowXpress, which is your DMX lighting platform. How this interaction works is that MediaStar will send a keystroke to the ShowXpress application and activate a lighting scene. In order for this to work properly, you need to replace an inputs file as outlined in the written directions. This is not shown in this video, so please make sure that you read the directions or this process will not work properly. Now, once you have created all your scenes in the Builder application, make sure that you exit the application for the user screen to work properly. Now, the first thing that you want to do is make sure that you're able to turn on the DMX. To do so, just click the DMX button shown here. Once DMX is on, you're able to add all your scenes into the application. To do so, simply select the Scene tab and then click on the Creation area in the top right. You'll see that in the bottom right you have a list of all your available scenes that you've created in the Builder tool. Now, what you want to do is you want to select each scene and click this arrow button on the right. All your scenes will be added into this little window. Now, these are not your macros yet. To create the macros, simply highlight a scene and click it. You will notice that when you do that, you will see the DMX lines move, and you should see whatever you configure your scene do happening with your DMX lighting. Now, once you have a scene selected, it's time to actually convert it into a macro. To do that, go back to the Macros tab and then go to the Creation area again. Now, simply select the macro number that you want this to be. For example, I'm going to make this macro number 1. Then you can call it, for example, light dim or light flash, whatever you selected, and hit the Save button. You will notice that you actually get a macro created in that slot. You can just simply repeat this process for all your macros. Now, these are the macros that MediaStar actually works off of. To make sure that everything is working correctly, go back to your Scenes tab and remove all of your unhighlight all the scenes. Now, go back to the Macros tab, and this is where you could actually test to make sure everything is working. How the keys are bound is that starting from scene 1 through scene 26, it's A through Z. So, for example, if you wanted to activate the light flash scene, you would just hit B, and you see that the scene is activated. Scenes past 26 start from 0 and go through 9, or 1 through 9, I'm sorry. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that scenes will run indefinitely. So if you have a scene that's 4 seconds long, it will loop until you tell it to stop. One thing that we recommend to do is to make a scene such as number 35 where everything is completely off, and that you can activate it when your song is over or when you just want to stop everything that's going on. You can just repeat this process for all your scenes and configure all the macros. Now, once you go into MediaStar and you want to actually have it activate this scene, it is simply the number that you see here. So, for example, this would be macro number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and so on. And this concludes this tutorial.